Hiya. Now, this is a thing or a question that I'd like answered if anyone's got the answer to it. Why is it that, well, it's not a full moon tonight. You can see probably half it, maybe a bit more. But why is it that all the impact craters, and I would say I've looked at the moon and filmed the moon quite a lot, it looks to me as if all the craters that are on the moon, and I presume the craters are impacts from asteroids or meteors from outer space, or what they call outer space, how is it that every single impact site is a perfect round crater? Now, that would be impossible on a round ball. You know, the only way that could happen is if it came in and hit bang from, if it came in basically from straight above. Now, what is the likelihood of that with, from an asteroid hitting a round object like the moon? These craters should be all over the place. There should be lines. They should be all sorts of shapes. Some should be real long gouges, So when it hits it, because it's not falling from directly above, as they impact, they slide along, just like a plane crashing and that, They wouldn't be a perfect round hole. And that's the question for any of you out there who believe that the moon is a round ball, the same as what Earth is spinning in space. How is it possible that every impact crater is a perfect round circle? That is impossible. I don't know how you'd work out something like that percentage-wise. But if you look at all the impact sites on the moon, they are all pretty much perfectly round. And that is not possible if they are from impacts from so-called meteors or asteroids from outer space. That is impossible. So, and I don't understand why people have, I have seen a couple of things on YouTube about it. There's a guy where he's doing an experiment where he's dropping stones from above at different heights into a sandpit, and obviously the one which came from directly above did pretty much a round hole, like these are that we're seeing now. But all the others, even on a slight angle, they leave like a gouge, and they sort of slide across then stop. It doesn't actually just hit the ground and stop. Imagine the speeds that these things would have been coming in at, hitting the moon. And they're perfect round holes. They would be big gouges all across the moon. You might get an odd perfect round hole, but they're all, look at them. They're all round holes. That is impossible if the moon is a round ball and these craters are caused from impacts from meteors. So if anyone out there can answer this for me, answer the question and give me a proper answer, then I'd be highly delighted, because that's physically impossible. Look how some of them are like round holes with round things in the middle, but look how some are really shot. Well, if they're saying the light is from the sun hitting it, look how some are real bright, shiny. Look at all these impacts. Look at them all, even real close together, but they're all pretty much perfectly round holes. That's impossible. Where's all the, the sliding and the gouging? It's just not there, is it? Ooh. I say, I can't understand why people don't make more of this, I'd love to ask a scientist or Brian Cox or something this question and see what their answer would be. Because seriously, out of all these hundreds, well, probably thousands of impact craters that are, I presume, they say, or they all say they are all from, asteroids or meteors from outer space coming in at, I don't know what speeds, and hitting the Earth. I mean, that's what they reckon wiped out the dinosaurs, wasn't it? Was an asteroid hitting the Earth. I mean, look at that. I mean, there's even craters within craters, but they're all perfectly round. I mean, come on, people, wake up. That's impossible. That is actually physically impossible. Look at them. Bugger. I'll try and get that bottom corner because that looks really weird to me. We'll get it now, hopefully, as it comes. I say bottom corner, it's round, isn't it? There's no corners. But there's the very bottom bit. I think I might need to put it over a bit more. That should get it this time, hopefully. The very bottom bit down this side just looks weird. Very weird. Here we go. Just funny how that shape's there, Anyway, if anyone can answer the question, how come that they're all perfectly round? I mean, feel free to drop something in the comments. I'd love a Glober or whatever to tell me. I've lost it now. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. And, yeah, thanks for watching.